So, let's get into it. This one starts very similar to a lot of my other relationship stories, but basically what happened is I was at school and a new guy came. And I don't know about you, but for me, like whenever a new guy comes, I feel like I always kind of fall in love with him for some reason because it's like it's exciting, it's new, and like you're so used to being around the same guys all the time, and then a new guy comes and you're like, ooh, this is so fun. I love it. And so, yes, a new guy came. And let me tell you something. He was, no pun intended, just my type. Like, he was just my type. He had everything I've been looking for. Like, I said, you're what I've been looking for. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of my type puns. I'm sorry. I don't even mean to, but it's probably going to happen. But I was so excited because I just thought he was so cute. He was super tall. He was legit gorgeous. And I still feel he's gorgeous. Like, he's so attractive. That was so embarrassing that I just said that. But he was like so freaking cute. And so he came and I was so excited. And I knew his sister and I was friends with his sister and I loved his sister. And I became friends with his sister and I was like, this is perfect. Oh my gosh, like this is legit meant to be. This is so exciting. And so I was like, so does he have abs? Well, I've never seen his abs, so I can't, so I don't know. But maybe. Who knows? But anyway, so I was so excited. And I like talked to him a little bit because he was new. And I was like, hey. And like just tried to talk to him as much as possible. But it was, I tried. I tried to make a relationship last. And then I think the teacher really hooked me up because I was in science, chemistry, and hi, I have abs. Ooh, good for you. Nice. I see you. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you still know him? I haven't talked to him in like 2 years. So no. But yeah. Anyways, and so the teacher, because I left the school. I know I always leave schools. It's sad. But so we got paired together for a science project. And I was so excited. I was like, I'd never been so excited. But I think I psyched myself out too much. And I was very like, this is my chance. This is my chance to make this happen. And so then the night that we got paired together for the science project, I went home and I wrote the song, My Type, because I was like, I want to know if we can make this happen. I was like, and I got too obsessed with him because I was like obsessed with him. Like I was really obsessed with him. I just thought he was so cute. I thought he was so gorgeous. I was like, we need to be together and get married and we just have to be like, I was like, it was kind of bad. Like I shouldn't have. I was being crazy and I was being too obsessive too. And I was so worried about everything that I would say around him because I just wanted him to like me so bad. And so, like we had to work outside of school on the science project, of course. So for about like 2 to 3 weeks, the best 2 to 3 weeks of my life, not gonna lie, the best 2 to 3 weeks of my life, we like would hang out. Well, we would like practice our like, because it was like chemistry, so it's like a lab type thing, if that makes sense. And so we would like practice our project and stuff. And so we did that and we would try to get to know each other a lot. And I remember him talking about his dog and he had like really cool style and he was just really awesome. And then like we kind of started getting a little bit romantic. You were obsessed with every guy you had a crush on. Yeah, I mean that's kind of true. But then it started getting like kind of romantic and it started getting like a little, like, but then I felt like it got to the point where I was almost like trying too hard to be cool around him, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I wasn't really being myself because he was like he was kind of a bad boy, like a little bit of a bad boy. He was a pretty boy, I would say. And so I was kind of then like starting to try a little too hard. And so, like, I remember, here's the thing, I'm going to be super honest with you. I don't, although so many people are going to make fun of me for like saying this and think it's really nerdy, but I just am a nerd. So, like, I don't cuss ever, ever. Well, I try. I try to not cuss. And um, I remember he cussed like all the time. And when I was around him, you are going to think I'm so nerdy, but when I was around him, I said a bad word like twice because like I thought he would think I was cool because I thought he thought I was too like vanilla and too good girl. You know what I mean? And so I cussed 2 times around him. And then I remember I felt like really guilty afterwards. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Which I know, and I know I'm like such a nerd. But I don't do that often, and I especially here's the thing. If I ever was to say a bad word, like I never say a bad word like just casually for fun. Like I never do that. Like just like if I do, it's because I'm like really upset. Like I never just say it for fun. Like I don't say bad words. I don't do that. And so then I got to the point where I was like, maybe this is kind of bad. Like, what if he leads me down a bad path? Like this could be really bad for me. But, I just kept doing it. And then, so that 2 weeks, and then we were like getting kind of flirty and it was fun. It was like very mutual, very fun. But like, I always felt like I wasn't totally myself and I was always kind of awkward because like, I just kind of am. But yeah, and then it was the day of the science project. 3 weeks in the making. And I was so pumped because it's like you have to give, it was the type of thing where you really have to give like a presentation. You had to give a total presentation. And so we did. We gave the presentation. And I remember, okay, so how you have some of those days that you just look better than others? Because I I remember having a really good day, like face wise. That sounds so weird, but like I was having a good day. And then I tried way too hard. And I remember I like did my makeup. I spent like 30 minutes on my makeup to get my makeup perfect. And I wore this outfit to school. And I was like, oh, I thought I was so cool because I wore a pleather skirt. I thought it was so fashionable. Like it was the cutest outfit I think I had at the time, but I thought it was so cute. I had like a pleather skirt on, this top that was like tweed and then had pleather here and here, so it was like matching, and black thigh-high boots. Like I tried so hard to look hot, which honestly, that day, not gonna lie, I thought I did. Like I thought I did. I was like feeling myself. That's so embarrassing. I'm so embarrassing. And so, anyways, we did the project. And I'm trying to totally remember what happened. But I think it went pretty well. It did. And then, yeah, and it went well. And I was like, wow, it went well. This is awesome. But then nothing happened after that. So it's kind of sad. And then we never really talked again. And then I changed schools. So, not very interesting story. But I was obsessed with him. Like, it was embarrassing how obsessed I was with him. I remember it was like I went through a phase where I would literally look at his Instagram like 4 times a day. But I do want to use this as a cautionary tale. Even though I got an awesome song out of it, so I'm really happy that it happened. But the cautionary tale, since it's Tip Tuesday, I want to give you some tips. The cautionary tale that I think you can learn from the story. Number 1, don't do bad things to impress a guy. Because here's the thing. He wasn't interested in me back, and if anything, me trying to be like him and like doing the bad thing that I shouldn't have done, that I'm still like embarrassed that I did. And here's the thing, when I did it and when I said the bad word, it was like so awkward when I said it because I didn't say it naturally because I'd never said that word before. And so it was really embarrassing and just bad. And so number 1, don't do bad things to impress a guy. Never. Number 2, be yourself around a guy because here's the thing. Like, it's like I didn't even really give it a chance to work because who knows, maybe if I had actually been myself, he'd like me. But because I was so awkward and not myself and just wanting to impress him and so immature, it just didn't work. Number 3, don't be too obsessed with a guy. Like I know, or a girl. But like I know it's really fun to have a crush and you can get too into it, but don't be obsessed with them. You know what I mean? Like just don't. You don't need to be. It can be really embarrassing. And also it's just you don't want to put your self-worth in somebody, and it's so hard because it makes you feel a little bit insecure because you're putting so much emphasis on them liking you, but it's so much more powerful when you don't look for approval from other people. So I think that's what you can learn from that story. But that story is a little bit of a disaster, but that's what happened, and he did not like me back. So it was actually pretty cringy. It was really cringy. And here's the thing. He was also younger than me, which is really weird because I never